windy, so I'll be quick because we got apparently a storm around here. You know, it's all nice and super windy and blowing like shit. But anyway, this did not used to be here, and it was just a slope looking just like that. And so you can see all of the debris here. You see it kind of going down, rocks everywhere. I mean, when we had a big storm about rainy days, like about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I mean, it looked nothing like this. But an important thing when you're sort of like when you're a geoengineer, you have to look at, okay, you know, what aggregate do I have, you know, with me to prevent something like this? And sort of what is the ground made of over here? You know, when I put in my asphalt, right, and the covering and stuff, so you can see that, like, you know, okay, this was down here. When they resurfaced this whole area about, I don't know, a year ago. And as you can see, this part here is a part of a bus stop there. And the buses come by pretty close and they hit this curb pretty close. So you can see that, okay, when you have a washout like this, you can see that a lot of this material is sort of clay, silty. It could be silty clay, silt. You have, you know, a few bigger fragments here. You got some like under, sort of like maybe B layer trapped. It's under the soil or whatever. So you can see that the reason this would be washed out, you know, or when you have potholes and stuff like that, you can see that, okay, my mix of aggregate into the soil below the asphalt has too much silt in it. And when it has too much silt in it, and you get a washout, like, you know, or not a washout, but like, you know, a rainstorm like this, all the finer material gets completely saturated and it just goes. It has nowhere to go but expand. And then when it expands, especially silt particles when you're talking about like silt and clay particles, you know, they're platy structures that are unhydrated, but they get hydrated with water. And when they get hydrated with water, they expand. And when they expand, they got to go somewhere. So when the waters move in this direction, because you can see the direction of the hills going that way, right? Then you go, all right, now what? Well, it just took everything with it. So I'm guessing they tried to do a patch job with something to help drain the water. Didn't work because everything under it was still silt coming from whatever was over there. So it's important being you know, if you're doing small or bigger geotechnical projects, you got to figure out what aggregate size are good for this sort of job, right? And how you layer it, what kind of aggregates, you know, their composition is also important. So if you do it wrong, you get stuff like that. If you do it right, then it lasts for a longer time, right? Till next time.